good sleep starts before you go to bed, and if you want to sleep so well that you could enter the Sleep Olympics, you need a good night routine. So in this video, I'm gonna show you my nighttime routine for a good night's sleep. I feel like my nighttime routine, or should I say evening routine, already starts at dinner, because after dinner I try to not do any more work. I like to take that time to just relax. And I guess you could say that dinner is kind of like the event that marks the line between work and free time for me. So I like to start my evening by making a healthy dinner. This evening I made a stew with cauliflower, sweet potatoes, and lentils, and the recipe is up on my blog, so I will link it in the description. Besides those ingredients that I already mentioned, I added spices like ground cumin, dried oregano and thyme, paprika powder, and herb salt. I also added tomato paste and white wine vinegar. When making a stew, you also need a liquid, so I added water. And I soaked and rinsed the lentils before adding them to the pot. I let it simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes. In the meantime, I prepared quinoa. I always rinse the quinoa first to remove the saponins, which taste really bitter. Then I add water and herb salt and let it simmer until the water is gone. I always like to add a source of healthy fats to my meals to balance it out and not cause really high blood sugar spikes. For the most part, I like to add avocado. I don't always add sauerkraut to my meals, but I had it at home this day, so I added that as well because it's my favorite source of probiotics. I try not to have dinner so late. Eating about 3 hours before bed allows more time for your body to digest the food, which can result in better sleep. I never really crave any more food after dinner, and this also allows me to practice time-restricted feeding since it usually takes about 13 hours until I have breakfast in the morning. I like to have herbal tea after dinner, either something for digestion or for relaxation. This evening I had peppermint tea. While I'm drinking my tea, I like to either watch YouTube or a TV show. A little while later, it's time for me to take care of my dental hygiene and do my skincare routine. I always like to start by putting on my headband. I really need it because I have naturally curly hair and the tiniest splash of water on my hair will make it curly. I also take my ring off to keep everything clean. Okay, my dental routine may seem very extensive. I've always taken good care of my teeth, but even more so after I had Invisalign. I floss using 3 different tools. That's because I have retainers at the back of my front teeth and I can't use regular floss on those teeth. So I use a toothpick and a water flosser to properly clean between those teeth. Flossing and taking care of your teeth is also very important for your overall health. Studies have actually shown that bad oral hygiene has been linked to an increased risk for heart disease. I also use a tongue scraper. If you don't already use one, trust me on this. Your tongue will look and feel so clean, and your breath will be so much nicer. Sadly, I think my electrical toothbrush is broken, so right now I'm just using a regular one. But I very much prefer an electrical one because it tells you how long to brush in each section of your mouth. When I'm finally done taking care of my teeth, it's time to take care of my skin. Doing my skincare is so therapeutic for me. It relaxes me and I love knowing that I'm doing something good for my skin. Doing your skincare without washing your hands first feels kind of pointless, so I always start with that. Then I use a gentle cleanser. I have sensitive, dry, and acne-prone skin, so I make sure that my products are gentle and not pore clogging. I cleanse my skin twice with the same cleanser. The first time is to remove my makeup and SPF, and the second time is to just clean the skin and remove any residual makeup. Then I use a toner. I was using rose water for years, but the past few months I've been trying some Korean skincare and I really like it. I'm in my late 20s, so when it comes to serums, I've started using retinol and peptides, but not every night. I use a retinol serum one night, then a peptide serum the other, and then like this evening I used a propolis, I don't know, and niacinamide serum to calm the skin. After applying my serum, I use an eye cream. I feel like I've never really found an eye cream that I love, and the rest of my skincare is really a work in progress. I got rid of my acne about 3 years ago, and since then I've just been trying to find products that work for me. But I try not to use too many active ingredients or irritating products because being more gentle with my skincare and focusing on having a healthy skin barrier was what really helped me to get rid of my acne, not salicylic acid. So then I apply a face cream all over the face, neck, and décolletage. I never know how to pronounce that word. Then I finish off with another difficult word, squalane oil. Which is a very tolerable oil if you have acne-prone skin. In the end, I just like to sort of massage the rest of the products into my hands. Then I put my ring back on, which is essential since I track my sleep with it. I will talk more about it in a minute. But then I apply a lip balm and a hand cream. I try not to use screens too close to bedtime, so at this point I check my movement, stress, and recovery status using the Ultrahuman app. The ring I'm wearing is the Ultrahuman Ring Air, which I also use to track my sleep. And Ultrahuman is the sponsor of today's video. Before getting this ring, I was most excited about the movement feature, but the sleep feature has actually been my favorite. The app gives you so many different sleep insights, and it also gives you some advice for better sleep. And of course, your movement and stress levels can impact your sleep, so if you had a bad night's sleep, you can check the other parameters and see if there is a connection. They also have power plugs that can help to improve your sleep, like the caffeine window that tells you the best time for you to consume caffeine. It also has a circadian alignment feature that helps you to regulate your circadian rhythm and in turn sleep better. You can get it in many different colors. I chose the gold one because I'm kind of becoming a golden girl. No, but I used to wear a lot of silver, but I've been trying to transition into wearing more gold. On the inside of the ring, there are sensors, which is how it tracks everything. The ring is also super lightweight, so you almost can't feel like you're wearing anything and it doesn't get in the way. If you want to start tracking your sleep, you can get the ring for 10% off by using the discount code or the link in the description. When my screen-free hour starts, it's time to change into my pajamas. This might be more needed in the summer than in winter, but I like to block out all of the light in my room. Then I put my salt lamp next to my bed because I love reading before bed, but I also like to create a cozy atmosphere. So I turn off the ceiling lights and just have this orange looking light. Warm hues like orange is actually good for preparing the mind and body for sleep. This evening, I was reading the second book in the Ugly series. When I was in high school, I loved dystopian trilogies like The Hunger Games and Divergent, but I never knew about the Uglies until now. It's not as good, but good enough to read, and the first book is so much better than the movie. By the way, it looks a lot darker on camera, but it was definitely light enough to read in real life. I usually read for an hour or so before I finally go to bed. And yeah, that is my nighttime routine. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget the discount code for the Ring Air and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel.